Welcome. I've been saving this seat for you. And for the next 20 minutes, there's nowhere else you need to be. There's more life around you here. Voices moving through the lane, footsteps on worn stone, someone laughing further down the street. None of it needs an answer from you. For once, the world around you is asking you to notice it, not manage it. Riads hide themselves like this, a heavy door, plain and unremarkable, giving nothing away. Nothing on the outside tells you what's inside. The outside says nothing. The inside says everything. The courtyard opens up around you. Zellige tilework on every wall, geometric, precise, the blue and green and cream of centuries of craft. A central fountain, the water moving in a small, steady circle. Orange trees and pots at each corner, the fruit still green. The sky above is a perfect square of pale blue, and the afternoon sun falls in a single column from it, warm and concentrated, into the center of the square. It is quiet here. Not completely silent. You can still hear the Medina, muffled now, like a dream of the city. The riad has its own world. I'm April, and this is Lunch Break Retreats on Cozy Workday, a series where I take you somewhere beautiful in the world during your lunch break. No passport required. Today, we're in Morocco, in a riad in the Medina of Marrakech, where the afternoon moves slowly and the tea arrives hot and sweet, and the world outside seems to manage itself without any help from you. There's a daybed waiting, low cushions, woven blankets. Your host has set the tray down with a small glass and a silver teapot. If you have something warm to hold, your tea, your coffee, a mug of anything, gather it now. Use your senses to transport you to different worlds. Your host meets your eye briefly, a small nod, a small smile. Now, watch the pour. The pot is lifted high, much higher than you'd expect. The tea falls in a long, thin arc. It's a pale gold green, catching the afternoon light as it travels. The height aerates the tea, cools it just slightly, raises a thin foam on the surface of the glass. In Morocco, the pour is the ceremony. Every gesture has a reason. The glass is small, painted, and it's warm in the hand. Pick up your own cup now if you have something. Feel the warmth before you taste it. Take a sip of whatever you have. Moroccan mint tea is made from gunpowder green tea, small, tightly rolled pellets that unfurl in the heat, with fresh spearmint packed in so densely the leaves press against the glass. And sugar, more than you think. The sweetness is not an afterthought here. It is the welcome. To accept the glass is to accept the welcome being offered. Your host turns back to the courtyard. He does not hover. He leaves the tray, the shade, and the afternoon with you. Now the msemen, a flaky, layered flatbread, pan-fried until the outside is crisp and the inside is soft and giving. served with a small pot of local honey that runs amber and slow. You tear it rather than cut it. You eat it with your hands. There is something about eating with your hands that returns you to your body. The heat of the bread, the give of the layers, the honey on your fingers. Notice what just happened in your hands. The warmth traveled upward before you decided to let it. The jaw softened. Something that had been held very slightly, very quietly, let go. This is what the senses do when you give them something real to land on. Let your mind wander for a moment, past the courtyard walls, past the Medina and its narrow lit lanes, far beyond the city where the land opens and the sand begins. There is a stillness out here that has nothing to prove. Today, we're borrowing wisdom from Morocco to remember something the body already knows and has been too busy to feel. There's a concept in Moroccan culture, and more broadly across North African and Islamic tradition, called Baraka. Baraka is often translated as blessing or grace. In Moroccan life, it can be felt through ordinary acts of generosity and care and hospitality. A meal shared, work made carefully, tea poured for a guest. It is not something our attention creates, but perhaps attention helps us recognize when blessing has already entered the room. Think about what your day has felt like so far. Not the tasks, the feeling. Was there any moment today that you actually felt instead of just moved through? We lose the thread of aliveness not because it disappears. It doesn't. We lose it because we stop giving it things to land on. We move too quickly for beauty to register. We eat while reading. We look while thinking about something else. We drink our coffee while answering emails, and the coffee never happens at all. Out in the desert, the wind has been moving the same sand into new ridges for longer than any calendar can hold. Reshaping, never finishing, never in a hurry to be done. It has nowhere else it needs to be. Perhaps that is part of what opens us here. Not everything beautiful is managed into being. And in Moroccan life, Baraka is often received this way too, in what is offered, in what is shared, in what is given room to be fully itself. Not only in the vast, but in the close at hand, a glass of tea, a careful gesture, bread torn and shared. You did not lose your aliveness. You just stopped giving it things to land on. Feel your hands now. The cup, the fabric, the edge of the desk. Let one real sensation land. We're back at the courtyard, where it has settled into afternoon. The light has moved. The column of sun is slightly different now, warming the far wall rather than the floor. The fountain is still turning. The orange trees are still there. Time is passing in this riad exactly the way it's supposed to, gently, without apology. Before you close your eyes, look at the sky above you. That perfect square of pale blue framed by the courtyard walls. The clouds, if there are any, moving slowly across it. A world going about its business above this held and quiet space. Let your eyes close if that feels right. Just rest here for a moment. Just the warmth on your skin, the sound of the water moving, the feeling of being inside something that was built to hold people gently. And when you're ready, let's begin. Start with your hands. They've been working. Let them remember the warmth of the painted glass. Let them rest, open, palms turned upward, nothing to manage right now. Now your jaw, the place where the day accumulates. Let it remember the warmth of the msemen, the softness of the bread layers, the slow amber of the honey. Let it be as unhurried as that. Your shoulders, they may still be carrying something. Let them feel the cushions beneath you, the woven texture, the weight of the blanket across your lap if you have one. You are supported here. Now breathe in slowly, and as you breathe in, imagine the smell of this riad. Mint, rose water, the faint sweetness of orange blossom from the trees in the corners. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, breathing in your own time, as though your breath has found its way back to a pace it forgot it was allowed to have. Let your ears find what is here. The fountain, its small, steady circle. Beyond the walls, the medina continues. Voices, footsteps, metal striking metal. Life moving close enough to hear, but no longer asking for your attention. The particular quality of silence inside a riad is not empty, but held. And let your closed eyes remember the sky, that square of pale blue above the courtyard walls. It was there when you arrived. It will be there when you leave. The sky asks nothing of you before offering its light. Nothing in this courtyard is trying to be more than it is. The fountain turns. The tiles hold their pattern. The orange trees stand in their corners. Each thing fully present for what it is, and nothing more asked of it. You have permission to be only what you are right now for just a few more minutes. That is enough. That has always been enough. One more slow breath. Draw in the mint and the rose water and the warm afternoon air. And whenever you're ready, gently let your eyes open. Something in you feels a little more awake than it did when you arrived. Not dramatically, just quietly, the way color returns to a room when a cloud passes. Your tea glass is empty. Your host refills the pot without being asked, a small gesture of abundance. In Morocco, the hospitality does not wait to be requested. It simply continues. If you have your journal nearby, feel free to open it now. And if not, just let these questions settle into you with the warmth of the tea. First, where in your day have you been moving too quickly for anything to register? Where might you notice Baraka and something ordinary this afternoon? A shared drink, a careful gesture, something made or offered with care? And finally, what is one small, beautiful thing that has been asking to be noticed today that you haven't stopped for yet? Before we leave, look one more time at the courtyard. The tilework is still there. The fountain is still turning. The orange trees have not moved. The sky above is doing its unhurried thing. None of it needed you to notice it to keep being beautiful, but something in you needed to. You did not lose your aliveness. You've just stopped giving it things to land on. Today, something landed. Your souvenir from Morocco? Make or receive one warm drink today with your full attention, not while doing something else, but as the thing itself. Let the warmth arrive before the thought does. Let that small act remind you of what Morocco offered today. Ordinary things can carry more grace than we notice when we're present enough to receive them. Baraka. If this retreat meant something to you, leave a comment and tell me where in the world you'd like to go next. And if you know someone who has been going through the motions, send this to them. Sometimes the most generous thing you can do is offer someone a moment of being seen. I'll see you in the next retreat. Your seat will be here whenever you need it. Bslama.